All right, we are about to get started. Welcome in Shock, Ferox, and I thought I saw somebody else. Welcome in Nightbot. Maybe it was just Nightbot. But yeah, it is Connected versus Teams Night. Unless you want to be the boss, and we'll get started momentarily. Group 1, if you are ready to go, we can hop right into it. So that is Carol, Rum, TiVo, and Shock. I am nobody. Welcome in. Welcome in, Light Rod. Oh, sounds good. Yeah, so just calling Group 1 on Discord here before we get started, and then we can hop into it. I think Rum needs some time, so maybe Shock, Carol, TiVo, and Twiz. We could get started. All right. Welcome in, chat. I don't know if we have any early YouTube chatters, but hope you're doing well and ready for the weekend. I'm still in Canada. I'll be in the United States again tomorrow. Welcome in, Twiz. Ready to play some Connected? What are you all up to this weekend? Any new games you're playing? Anything you want to share with the other regulars, early birds here in the chat? Feel free to do so. I don't think I am playing any new games since last week. I did get Doom Eternal, so I'll probably play through that for the first time. That's been on my bucket list for a while now. Because that was on sale on Steam. But okay, so yeah, once we have our first group ready to go here, let me get my lobby set up for y'all. And yeah, it's not too late to play. If you do want to play, be sure to head to our Discord at discord.gg/enhance, which should be linked in the chat if you scroll up. If you don't see it, just hit that command. And yeah, have the community events role selected, or go to the events section at the top of the Discord, and you should be able to see the Connected Versus matchmaking thread within the description if you're looking to play and want me to shoutcast your matches. Okay. So we have our lobby up. So feel free to hop in, everybody. Shock, I don't even know if Carol or TiVo are around yet, so it's first come, first served at this point. Playing some board games, nice. What board games? I've been wanting to do that for a while. It's harder to do as everyone disperse across the country on my friend group. I want to know how nerdy we're talking with board games. I love the nerdiest ones. Factorio, yeah. I hear that a lot about Factorio. I know it would consume me as well. Or Satisfactory is the other one, right? I don't know. I tend to I like those kind of games. I guess the single player game I've been playing recently is Core Keeper. More like a Terraria kind of game, but I don't know. I tend to, when I play games, I like to play multiplayer typically. Rome, the code should be just above. Ooh, Grasspelt, welcome in. What's new, Grasspelt? Hello, Carol. Oh, you were in a zone battle, no worries. First come, first serve in our group 1 here. I am nobody, what a troll. Are you a troll? I'm gonna give you that red X. Everyone give I'm nobody a red X in the matchmaking thread, please. Clank. Okay, I'm not familiar. All right, we have Carbuncle in the lobby. So I think we just need Carol when you're ready. I know you just got out of zone battle. We'll hop into it. Looks like Twiz will be our boss. Carol may be using the wrong code. I'm in Carbuncle. Are you a Puyo Puyo Tetris player? All right, Carol's in here. Good luck, have fun. I believe Twiz will be an Area 4 boss, and we'll get into what that exactly means here in a moment. Leo, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's hop into it. So Area 4 with the signature blitz. Any of the purple bosses are Area 4 bosses, as you may know from playing the standard co-op connected mode. Yeah, so high stakes will be a blitz across all Area 4 bosses. Leo in particular is hide field, which turns the field invisible, which at this level is a threat. And at any level, actually, the boss in the right hands at any level can work. Anybody can make a certain boss work, in my opinion. There certainly are stronger ones, but the thing about Leo with hide field is there's a lot of counterplay there. If you are capable of playing invisible, it's not gonna throttle you too much in your speed. In conjunction with high stakes and some other things, high stakes bump up where you don't necessarily have your field in your mind's eye, I guess. It could be a little tricky for anybody, but yeah, clean zone so far for our team. So we can see the meter for the zone decreasing over time here. They're at about a quarter zone. If you look at any of the team avatars, you can see the timer depleting. I think it's looking like they'll be able to get to near the top of their board before the timer depletes here. Actually, it's going to be pretty close. Either way, 17, I didn't catch if they played from the very bottom. All right, so 17 lines, 115 attack, so pretty big. Putting pressure on Twiz. Twiz ready to attack, showing some game sense by waiting to send that attack. You don't want to send lines. There's like a weird period where you want to wait a little bit to send lines, or else it'll get lost in the void of space in the background here. It'll become a particle. Welcome in, Matt, from YouTube. Zero Cascade, okay. So yeah, it hit pretty hard. I'd say for a first attack, being like at or above halfway on the board is more than enough to put on pressure against the boss. I feel like typically if you are the boss, you want to try to be at a third or lower going into the second phase. Second phase being after the first team zone. It's just what's that? What that is called. All right. Well, Carol with a rough misdrop there. They had a little bit of a flagpole or tower and couldn't get that T-piece over it. But Carol will attempt to revive by hitting a rotation key when that circle hits, when it hits the middle, I guess. Might be a better way to put it. When it shrinks into that black hole, right when it does that, you want to hit a rotation key to revive or to clap. The teammates can expedite that by if they clear any Tetrises or T-spins. That can be T-spin singles, doubles, or triples. It will fill that revive meter for Carol. All right, so we have a 2-player zone here, 1 line up. I believe that was 1 line up, right? It can hit hard if you move quickly. Obviously, with 2 players, there's going to be less area to fill in. But as long as Twiz has a decent defense here, they should be more than okay in terms of defending and shouldn't be too pressured. Annie saying, could I hop in it for a game? Yeah, that is up to Fairhawks, I guess, at this point. But I think we might have some room on our final slot, which Annie might be. Our final group, which Annie might be in the skill range of, right? Join the matchmaking thread on the Discord, Annie, if you want to play. All right, Carol is back. And one nice thing about reviving is you can kind of play lower, or I don't know, there's something called like death cycling in Connected Versus, right? Where one teammate sometimes intentionally will want to top out early just to overcome the expected difficult or turbulent attacks being sent from the boss, right? So the fact that Carol was able to come into this game, or this round, or this phase rather, a little bit later, means that Carol will be lower to the board and can act as insurance, I guess, if a teammate tops out. It's likely Carol will remain in the game due to having less to work with, or less garbage on their board. All right, here's that hide field. Shock did a good job handling hide field so far, playing invisible. Playing invisible Tetris takes a lot of practice, or you just need to be quick enough to the point where it's like you kind of know where your pieces are going to go anyway in advance, so invisibility doesn't do a whole lot to you, right? That comes with time, obviously, but yeah, impressive play from Shock. All right, so team looking pretty good here. I think they're only two lines from the bottom, so not too far, which means they should their attack won't be dampened too much. Say they started 10 lines deep, that would actually dampen the team attack quite a bit. So you definitely want to have your board as low as possible going into this team zone. Meanwhile, Twiz, almost out of PC there. Yeah, deciding how to stack here. So this could be a good attack from the team, considering Twiz had a few mishaps there. But Twiz already has 3 orbs. Let's see if Twiz can manage any more T-spins or Tetrises to amplify that defense. Unable to do so, so yeah, pretty big team attack there. Twiz shouldn't be too uncomfortable, though. I say that. I guess it's it depends on the player. But not like, yeah, there's still room to stack for a Tetris. You definitely don't want to stack for like double Tetrises at this point. But so Twiz is going to have to decide when to defend and attack. Or if Twiz wants to play pretty aggressive, they could. I think defending during Hyde Field is a good choice because the you want Hyde Field to stay up longer, right? So if you're not overriding that blitz, that team blitz, with something like high stakes, if the boss attacks again, that Hyde Field will disappear, or that effect will disappear. So, and typically anything that will throttle the team is a good timing to defend as the boss. There may be exceptions to that rule. Like, there's going to be times where you definitely just want to go all in, if depending on the skill of the team and the situation. I think defending is still the correct choice here for Twiz. Okay. So you can see Twiz working on these rows. So that the top line will become a little bit weaker, or like a lighter gray, if it's as you can see, like, the progress towards that line. See how it's like a dark gray now, or more transparent rather. That means that it's been that Twiz has worked towards clearing that line. Meanwhile, the team is about 3/4 of the way to the zone. I think Twiz is getting to a comfortable spot. Might want to mix in another attack here. There we go. No Hyde Field, though. Yeah, kind of a tricky position for Twiz. There's the Hyde Field. It'd be nice if Twiz can get a top out, as Shock's pretty close. Yeah, like this. Twiz maybe trying to get another line cleared. There we go. That one line, for whatever reason, made it feel much more comfortable. And Twiz managed to get a kill there in the very end. Like, look, it's a sliver of zone waiting, or a sliver needed to go into that team zone. So nicely done by Twiz. I got stuck in a match as boss because of death cycling before. Yeah, for sure. You can have super long matches, especially if it's not like a boss that is... some bosses are like slow burns, right? Like Virgo, where it's no rotation. Oh, wait. 2 players topped out. Well, that was, at the least, a really quick attack. Okay, it still sent something, so it could have been worse. However, I think Twiz... barring any, big misdrop slowing down the rate of defense here, or rate of attack, should be feeling pretty comfortable. I didn't see what happened, Carol. I thought you were in the zone there with... I'll have to consult the replay. Find the truth. I don't know if I can trust anyone here. See it for myself. Shock is going to be able to revive first, it looks like. Claps are on point. I really like when both of the teammates clapping are in sync. Something satisfying about it. Is Shock intentionally waiting here to revive? I think that is the case. Trying to think what the reasoning for that would be. I guess just to be a little safe, make sure the team doesn't top out going into the next phase. Sometimes it's nice to time it after an attack. Maybe that's what Shock was trying to do, but then Twiz started to defend. That might be what happened. Maybe Shock can provide some insight after. Ooh, rough T placement there for Shock. A few long bars can fix it up, but yeah, you're going to have to wait for those long bars to show up here. So some horizontal skims will be ideal. Oh, your game bugged out. Sorry. I thought you were yeah, maybe Giga Brain there for a moment. I couldn't even conceive of the strategy. Um, well, hey, I mean, it might work out because you're under some pressure here. Um, okay. This is a good round. Yeah, I think that's a good call. I'm nobody. So yeah, sometimes it's smart to wait for the boss to send an attack before you revive, so that you don't like instantly go in and receive some a blitz of some kind, right? I mean that's a valid strategy, but Twiz was defending there, so you don't want to wait like too long. Either way, Shock did not intend for it. This is an interesting situation. The team is definitely under some pressure. A lot of verticality in their boards due to the high stakes from Area 4. Ooh, that bump up's going to put Shock out of commission, and also Carbuncle here. Can Carol carry? I'm sure there's a nice play on words there. Carol the carry. Ooh. So Carol is going to top out there, and that will be game. Nicely played from Twiz. Twiz was under pressure there after, was it after phase 2? So had really clean play following that. I think, yeah, had some misdrops during one of the team zones, which led to a huge attack, but kept it calm and collected and took the dub. GG. I think next game we'll probably get TiVo in here. If somebody would be willing to sit out, that would be very nice of you. GG. TiVo, you ready to play? Am I out of practice? What was that? You tell me, Carol. That is a probably a question you can answer better than us. You guys played good. That was a good matchup. TiVo saying, lock it in. So TiVo, when you are ready, here, do you have the room ID? Just in case, we'll send it to you. And yeah, whoever sits out, you're welcome to sit and spectate with me and emote in the lobby. Which may be Twiz in this case. All right, so Shock, TiVo, Carol versus Carbuncle. Carbuncle, a Puyo Puyo Tetris character. Maybe a reference to other things too. I don't know how rotted my brain is if I can only think in Tetris terms, but... we had 3 players. Is the lobby goofed up or something? Yeah, TiVo's here. Shock. Okay, yeah, Carol. All right. Ready up when you're ready. Good luck, have fun. Looks like we're going to have Virgo in the mix here. The slow burn boss I spoke of earlier. There's a little bit of a graphical error when we joined this game, but that is Virgo. No avatars are shown. Maybe they'll pop up momentarily. So yeah, this is Area 3. What is the Area 3 blitz? Is it, oh, what is it? I should know this. Someone help me. Why can't I think of it? Either way, the signature blitz of Virgo is the no rotation effect. So speaking of throttling blitzes, that is like one of the more known ones. Oftentimes, especially when it's leveled up as the game goes on, usually you are going to want to just sit back and relax because the no rotation placements will be rough. If you see like some solves, you can definitely go for it. Some line clears, etc. But eventually you're going to run into a point where it's like, yeah, I don't even want to place my pieces. We'll see if that comes into play. Yeah, no spin is a better way to put it, not no rotation. I say no rotation because there's a classic Tetris world record for how many lines you can clear with no rotation. It's called no row. Yeah, here in TEC, it's called no spin. Which is a fun challenge, by the way, if you want to go into, say, classic score attack and see how many lines you can clear without ever hitting a rotation button. I don't know what the record is at right now, but that was a fun category. I remember that like blew up in popularity briefly just because it was a goofy category. Oh, no next. Okay, no next, and spin is the other one. Okay, yeah. So spin is in Area 3. So you'll also see it on Gemini and Aries. So is no next. So is no next I can handle, especially if you use hold a lot. So you can kind of like use your hold piece as a soft piece preview, if that makes sense. I get more annoyed with no hold, actually, because it'll throw you off because your muscle memory wants to use hold. And typically when you are making mistakes or your board is jumbled up like it is now, you want to use hold pretty often if it's not a clean board. Personally. All right, TiVo playing from the top, some nice singles there. Just a few more lines here, and yeah. At this point, TiVo, you just want to survive for 5 seconds. Oh no, did it rotate the piece? And Shock and Carol are going to go to the zone. That's unfortunate for TiVo. F in the chat for TiVo. TiVo, everybody. All right. Either way, Shock and Carol moving pretty quick here. So TiVo is in good hands. Are you in good hands? Ooh. All right. Pretty quick 17. Let's see how many lines to send. Ooh, putting a lot of pressure on Carbuncle. Oh, and that long bar misdrop. TiVo, you won. GG. Shock TiVo, Carol taking that game. Yeah, that was actually a pretty clean 2-player zone. GG's. So I think that should be it for Group 2, just so we can get all of our players in tonight. Thank you all for participating. GG. Okay, who is in Group 2? Let's see. So I believe we have Mr. Antimatter, I Am Nobody, and LB. Are we missing a player, Ferox? Maybe we can get somebody else from another group to hop in there. Maybe if somebody from Group 1 or Group 3 is looking for a match, an encore match. So this is for the, which group is this? About 8,000 to 10,000 SR range. If any of you want to give that a go. Twiz saying I can sacrifice myself. That's true. Twiz only played one game, so Twiz, you're welcome to hop in. Albeit it was a long game. Same goes for TiVo. I think TiVo probably had the short end of the stick on length. If TiVo, if you wanted to play another match, you're welcome to. Okay, so nobody is in here. LB is in here. Who is the other player? Mr. Antimatter, okay. Group 4 match gonna be lit. I agree, TiVo. Okay, Mr. Antimatter's in here. I recognize that name because I enjoy that username. Bobo Mr. Man 007. What does it mean? Ooh, looks like we'll have a Libra pick as our boss, a very aggressive boss. But it doesn't, well, it doesn't have a great way to throttle your opponents from clearing lines. That's why I say it's aggressive, because you can end some games pretty early with Libra, and we'll see why here in a moment. At the same time, the counterplay is just play faster when you're playing against Libra because of the attack, which we'll see momentarily. So I believe Area 2 has the twist attack, so we'll see some verticality in the mix here. And Libra will send hard blocks, which are like blocks that need to be cleared twice. So by design, they will jumble up your board or just leave artifacts on the board after you clear lines. So typically the best way is just to play quickly. The other concept is to focus on clearing the hard blocks within like one row, if that makes sense. So if you can manage to get all your hard blocks in one horizontal row, that's probably the best way to approach it. Kind of hard to like explain what that means exactly without the visual aid here. Maybe we'll see. Okay, so how that spawned in there is how you would want to place your hard blocks, right? If you can clear them all within one line, you're going to have less artifacts. Or I'm sorry, all your artifacts are going to be on the same row, so you'll have an easier time clearing through the artifacts left from the hard block. If that makes sense. All right, so LB moving along here, playing quickly. Has defense up, yeah. Typically, even with an aggressive boss like, ooh, actually setting up. So one thing when you set up multiple Tetrises like this, it will give you a little bit of control of what you want to do in the moment. You can set up a combo attack. If you want to leave a player on a blitz and you're built up like this, as soon as that blitz ends, you can do a combo. But yeah, LB mostly defending there. I feel like typically you're going to want to mix in a few attacks for this reason. See how they started from the very bottom. So the team attack won't be dampened to the point where even if LB clears a lot of lines, like this could be a pretty strong attack coming in from the team. Obviously, there's a balance. You do want to defend, and what LB did isn't necessarily wrong, but generally, as a boss, a goal should be to at least get the team to start a few lines from the bottom to dampen that zone attack coming your way, right? Okay, yeah, look how strong that zone was. So that might have actually caught LB off guard a little bit. To see LB using some really good IRS to stay alive here. Unfortunately, had a misdrop in addition right after the. Oh man. Oh no, the hold. I don't think. Oh no. We could run this. We could run this back. I feel like that was a quick match. It's up to you guys, or we could switch to boss. GG though, the team kicking some butt with 3 SS ranks. Yeah, rough misdrop with comboed with a strong team attack there will be lights out for LB. LB wants a better boss. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Alrighty. So LB going to pick another boss here to challenge our team who is throwing down. LB's like, all right, I see how it's going to be. I got to bring out the big guns. And we do have a big gun here. What could that big gun be? What do you think LB's picking, chat? It is a big gun in terms of Tetris effect connected bosses. Oh, whoops. I started. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, LB did go with Capricorn. The cat is out of the bag. The cap is out of the bag. And so Capricorn is an area 4 boss, which we covered earlier, which means high stakes, no hold, no next box. And Capricorn is really tough to deal with as for players of any skill level due to the, I'd say in particular, the broken blitz is the hardest one to deal with. It kind of stalls you from placing any pieces once it's leveled up. Pentomino, though, however, is pretty fun to play with, and Trimino can be played with as well. But Broken is really the scary blitz, in my opinion. It's also a throttle blitz, so it should allow you to defend a little bit while it's active on the team's board. I like the counterplay that comes into place, especially with Pentomino. I feel like there's some cool setups you can do. Trimino, I don't know how I feel about Trimino. What do you guys think about Trimino? I think Trimino's fun. There's some like goofiness there too. Generally, though, you're going to be moving a little slower, right? Less blocks going down due to the Trimino effect means, less zone being charged. Broken can be quirky, for sure. There's going to be times where you will definitely want to play through it, at least for like a little bit if you see the solves. I'm not very good at finding those solves for Broken, but Pentomino, however, I have a lot of fun with Pentomino. That's my favorite. That's why I don't mind playing this boss. Or playing against this boss, rather, even though it is a very strong boss. I think it's fun to play against. I just say a 3-stacked teaspoon. Absolutely wicked. Welcome in Pug Turtle Thunder from YouTube. Trimino removes all the finesse muscle memory, so I guess the only way to stay fast is utilize. Interesting, okay. Yeah, there's not really a good way to practice your Trimino or Pentamino within TEC, which would be cool to have. Alright, so pretty good team attack there. LB is about 2/3 up on the board. Still has some room to score some Tetrises, but gotta be careful overstacking at the site still. There we go. So we have Pentomino in play. So you could try to go for, it looks like even nobody here is trying to go for a Tetris of 5 rows. A Pentris, I guess. Whatever I don't know if we have an actual term for that in TEC. All right, so nobody's stacking over the open well. Looks like Mr. Antimatter here will be the lowest, so only one line from the bottom. One thing to keep in mind if you are playing in some higher skill level lobbies and connected versus, just make sure that one of you, whoever's lowest on the board, doesn't like spam pieces over it, because you will dampen your attack if you start a bit higher in the zone, right? You are going to want at least one column that goes all the way to the bottom, ideally, or as low as possible when you start that zone. Ooh, and LB is going to be taken out. Those were some pretty strong. That was a pretty strong team play from Twiz, Antimatter, and nobody. GG. Mystery without using guideline color. Penta, you can get a CPU to play as Capricorn Boss or as Tetramidian with only Capricorn on. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. All right, so Twiz wants to step out. Thank you for hopping in, Twiz. Do we have a fourth player, though, for Group 2 here? Probably have time for one or two more games here. I see Carbuncle. Carbuncle, if you want to hop in here. Oh, also, I leaked the lobby, so let me, let me remake this lobby. Oh, man. I was doing so well. That might be a new record for me. I made it to 44 minutes in. Sorry, I'm going to remake the lobby here. Just in case. Just in case. Ooh, is my caps lock on? It is. No wonder I can't type. All right, new lobby code just dropped. Rocking my CTWC shirt. I gotta wear a Tetris shirt on Fridays for these streams. It's Tetris Shirt Friday. Half my wardrobe is Tetris shirts at this point. I can't avoid it. All right, LB's in here, nobody's in here. Mr. Antimatter. We do have one slot, though. Okay, Carbuncle, you're welcome to hop in if you want to play. Oh, sorry, I just saw that shock, but Carbuncle hopped in here. Okay. I want Tetris shirts, but subtle. Yes, I'm the same way. I don't like anyone that knows me knows when I'm in public. I don't want people to look at me. I'm a pocket T-shirt, single color. Don't bring attention to myself kind of guy. Unless it's like a special event or something, a C2WC will definitely rip the gear, or if I'm around other Tetris players. But with that being said, there are I do have some like more subtle Tetris shirts. Those are my go-tos. Yeah, the We Are Connected TECWC shirt from last year was a definite incognito shirt, especially the black on black one. Yeah, I had no issue wearing that. What else? So there, I don't know if anyone here has seen, but there is a new Tetris merch collab that I got a free shirt for. I went to their activation in Cleveland, Ohio. Ilthy has official Tetris merch, and they have some really cool, like, minimal... it's high quality, by the way, so 15 line attack, 94. Nice defense from nobody there. But, yeah, it's called... Here, let me type it in chat. You can drop a link if you are curious. Ilthy Tetris. It's a little on the pricier side, but it is nice quality. It's a nice quality shirt and comes packaged pretty nice and stuff like that. I got a few players in the Ohio area, including myself, to go up there in Cleveland. We got some free Tetris merch. And I won. They're like, "Oh, here you go. You won a what did I win? I won something I already had like multiple copies of." More Tetris stuff. But yeah, if anyone wants to see the merch collab I'm talking about, just posted it in the chats if you're curious. But ooh, nice big T solve for Carbuncle there. Carbuncle is up pretty high, though. We got a rain in. So nobody rocking the Taurus. I like playing against Taurus. Giant pieces are fun. It just gets troublesome. You got to be prepared for that giant piece, right? It gets troublesome when you get... If the boss, like, combo attacks you or with a quick rain once you get your giant pieces, and then the board is uneven. It could be a bit tricky. So Carbuncle does top out. They're 3/4 of the way. Yeah, Shock. The shirt I like, which is kind of low key, is there's like a gray, just whatever their gray Tetris shirt is. That's the one I got. I also like there's like a black. Like fleece with like Tetramino, low-key Tetramino designs, which is pretty cool. Those were my favorites. It's all connected. Ooh, pretty quick zone here. Ooh. 18, Perfectress. Ooh, look at that. Nice double zone there. So that's the thing about double zones. It's like, if you move fast enough, it can still hit pretty hard. And I mean, you are going to be moving faster due to teammate being out. Generally, though, if you bring that same speed with with 3 players in the mix, it's going to hit harder. So you're not going to want to like chase those double zones, but gotta appreciate when it turns out nice. Okay, Carbuncle trying to figure out how to handle that giant piece. Does have a giant J piece in the hold queue. Looking like Mr. Antimatter will top out there. yeah, we're getting into the late game here, so these boss attacks are going to be brutal. And on top of that, nobody isn't under too much pressure, right? So has complete control of this game right now. And even bringing the board down just to be safe. Not like going full attack mode, which is good discipline. All right, brings the board completely down. When you do play Area 1, though, I feel like the best strategy is to bring it down once the team is in soft drop mode, because they'll be throttled and have to move slower, right? That's usually when you're going to want to hop into defense. Of course, you can continue to defend if you want to bring your board down sooner or later, depending on the kind of person you are, kind of way that you want to play. Play however you would like. All right. Ooh. A long bar in the middle. R.I.P. Carbuncle. See if Mr. Antimatter and LB can stay into here. Oh, that Taurus pressure is just adding up. And nobody's a really strong player, so yeah. Nobody with Taurus as well. I feel like Area 1 generally just has a lot of strong bosses, so combined with a skilled player like nobody, it's going to be hard to deal with. Okay, LB going for an infinite spin here. We'll see if if nobody keeps setting lines. We could see some goofiness here. I don't know if LB or nobody is going for the kill. They are not about the memes, and takes the dub. GG. GG's. All right, I think that's enough for Group 2. Let's hop into Group 3. If you are Group 3, come on down. Who is in Group 3? We have Pip, Dinobot. So Pip, Numbers, Grass Pelt, Celia, Karina. I always mess up this name. And then Annie. So the lobby code should be in the Discord. Maybe the bot will ping you or something. We'll see. You are indeed up. All right, we're about a little over halfway into our stream here. Since we have more people here, anybody playing any new games? Have any plans for the weekend? I can talk about any. I'm a gamer, so I always bring up the games. If anyone's playing anything new, feel free to share. I'll be traveling tomorrow, so I'll have my Steam Deck with me. Puzzle games on Steam Deck, or just on the go. It's goated, right? So I'll probably play some Tetris or Luminous or even Humanity. Not to plug all of our games in particular. What are some other puzzle games? We have the best puzzle games. Core, I've been playing Core Keeper on my Steam Deck. That's one. It's like a Terraria kind of game. Oh, they are into it. And let's go. Group 3, Annie on boss, Grass Pelt, Silica, and Numbers. Oh, a little heads up, because I just saw this question in Discord. What game mode is next week? Next week will be... we're not going to host a standard community showcase next week. I think we'll have a special community showcase with some top players and stuff. So no standard showcase next week, just as a heads up for those of you that are taking the time to attend and stuff like that every Friday. All right. Area 2 has some great zone music. I remember we had a discussion recently on what the lyrics were. So someone opened my eyes to it. I always think they're saying we're going to go work in LA or something like that. Somebody said something about chocolate, and then I totally did hear it. Chocolate. All right. Also, the Area 2, look at that smoke in the background. Something about the red smoke goes hard. All right, so we are... Yeah, Annie is playing as Scorpio, which has the Speed Blitz. Now, speed and... if high-level players aren't going to really be too affected by it until it's leveled up. Kind of like once you get into Phase 3, or later, typically. If speed plays out a little longer, it gets like kind of absurd. So unless you're like Zen SS or a high-level master player, you are going to feel it. But that final blip doesn't last too long, so you just got to survive for a little bit. Either way, Scorpio is a pretty aggressive boss. At the same time, though, you are going to want to know when to defend so that you can get into that late game Scorpio, which is pretty hard to deal with. Any boss in the right hands will be hard to deal with. As we see, Annie is a very fast One Piece preview boss player here, so speed is definitely a attribute you would like when you play boss. Yeah, speed will dictate the pacing of the attacks. Where were they at? I think that was 4 lines maybe going into that zone, unless they cleared something right away. But either way, pretty good zone play so far. These are all capable players of moving quickly. Speaking of the master component, I'm not sure which of these players may be the stronger like master mode player. When I say master mode, I'm referring to the effect mode available in single player, where you can try to deal with like super high gravity play. Not too many people in the world will have the master clear. As I say that, we do have a lot of master clears nowadays. What is the total? How many players have cleared 300 lines on master mode? I would guess 50 to 60, but maybe someone can correct me on that. I'm way off. What is it then? Oh, you know, I'm probably way off because I always think like, oh, other platforms are going to likely have it, but then again, like on Medic Quest, I think like Green Tea and maybe one other person have a clear. 200s? No way, really? When did it explode? Is it like 200 clears or I'm sorry, 200 unique players? So I know some people will have 2 clears on different platforms. Oh, that's a lot. Cool. I feel like when I cleared Master, it was like 40 people. Team is under pressure right now. Annie is throwing down. We'll see if they can keep in the game here. Area 2 bosses are really scary once you have the comfort level to go all in. The grass pelt's still able to rotate out of that despite having the speed up there. Yeah, GG. Annie is real tough as a boss. But good play all around. All right. So this group, yeah, if you want to rotate, feel free to do so. Got one or two more games with you guys. Yeah, 86.6. Pretty good. Feels like that ended a bit fast. Well, you are too good, Annie. It's just the hard truth, whether you want to think it or not. You are good at Tetris. The best players in the game tend to say they're not good at Tetris. Not saying that you did, but I always think of I used to harp on Firestorm, if anyone knows who Firestorm is. I'd always tune in Firestorm streams, and Firestorm's like, oh man, I'm bad. I'm not good at this. I'm like, dude, what? All right, hopping into game 2. I think it just goes to show if you're competitive, you're going to be critical of yourself, right? Which is totally fair. All right. I love the stacking from Silica there. Celia. All right, so Numbers on boss. Numbers, I always like to watch Numbers play. Likes to bring out some T-spin wizardry. It's going to be a little harder to do that with One Piece preview. But nevertheless, I'm going to guess Numbers will try. Am I wrong? So far, I'm not too wrong. I think 5-4 stack, like what Numbers has, should allow for some decent freestyle given One Piece preview. I think generally, though, like you could still One Piece preview pretty well with like a 6-3 or a 7-2 stack, right? Oh, sure, yeah. Sorry, I forgot there was an extra player in this group. We'll get Pip in here next game. Area 2 will always be chocolate. Maybe it is chocolate. Maybe we sampled like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory or something like that. Be sure to ask Hydelic in the next Q&A session that they participate in if they sampled Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. All right, so heading in his zone, starting from the bottom, thanks to Grass Pelt keeping that low. You have confirmed, okay. Light Rod, oh, there goes my phone. Light Rod was helping me out with a support issue. And good news, everybody. We figured out what was the issue. Rest assured, you can rest happy now, knowing that me and Light Rod teamed up for tech support. Ooh, some good IRS play from. Oh man, I feel like Grasspelt almost had it there. Either way, Numbers under some pressure. Oh, ouch. Misplacement, and then I don't even know if that middle placement was a misplacement or they just realized they probably couldn't get anything over to the left, so they saw their way out. GG's. Nice team play. Let's get Pip in for this next game. If somebody is feeling generous and wants to swap out, hang out with me in the spectator slot, that would be appreciated. All right. Oh, this I don't have a fancy slide for it. Yeah, it'll probably will on our future community showcases. But you guys see the Enhanced 10 news, so that we have the book available, and then the vinyl pack for vinyls, one for Tetris Effect, Luminous, Humanity, and Res. I think if you're in the Discord, it should be our live event right now if you want to learn more about it. Sounds and Visions, Enhanced at 10. Some cool stuff in there. I'm pretty excited for the book, just to get, even for myself. I have learned a lot about Enhanced over the last few years, but yeah, they're gonna have some like behind the scenes kind of stuff for Tetris Effect, in the development process of all the games and how the sounds intertwine, etc. It's gonna be a good read. All right, so Pip is in here. Got numbers, Celia, Pip, and Annie. When you're ready, good luck, have fun. It'll be the first Humanity showing as a vinyl, which will be cool. Yeah, the packaging is pretty nice. There's a little Res statue. With the book, you also can get I guess there's a CD for the book. But yeah, one coming from Cook and Becker and the other coming from Lost in Colt. One product. If you are a true fan, maybe if you're like me, you'll get both. All right, so look at that. I love the speedy side stacking from Celia there in the middle. That's cool to see. We got Pip in the mix now. Pip created the Great Wall on their side. Nobody can help Pip out here. Actually, they can eventually. I think Celia, once they stack high enough, can probably rotate something over there. Yeah. Oh, 9 vinyls, excuse me. 4 games. I meant 4 games. So vinyls of music from all enhanced games. So if you are a collector head, if that is your thing, if you're into gaming collections, be sure to check it out. Ooh, nice spin there from Annie with the triple SZ rotation know-how. I don't really utilize that spin very often. I guess I haven't practiced it too much. But it's good to have in your arsenal, especially with when you're not in 20G and have the ability to kind of swoop it in there like that. I guess 20G might still work. That's a good investment, Light Rod, yeah. I think my last PC kind of lasted that long. As long as you don't, yeah, I think getting a nice PC is good. And then, yeah, if you do the research for the parts and stuff, it can last you a long time if you do it right. Also, if you know how to upkeep a PC and not like destroy it, that of course will help. You know what? I feel like my GPU... I've had the same GPU I've moved to another computer. I have the same GPU for like 8 years. Just a NVIDIA 1060, shout out. It has not crapped on me yet. However, I feel like I might be ready for an update, as I just did by Doom Eternal, and I want to go all out with it. All right, pretty standard zone attack, I'd say, from our team there. Annie rocking Tetramidian. So with Tetramidian, you never know what you're going to get. That could be a good or a bad thing. So there's an RNG aspect to picking Area 5 as the boss. Also, I feel like the attacks charge slightly slower. So there's a give and take there. All right, looks like the team's just waiting out Broken there. Oh my god, Broken followed by Noro. But fortunately, I think Number's actually having a pretty good no rotation at spawn. How do you upkeep your PC and not destroy it? I think just what I mean by that, not in the literal sense of, you know, smack it with a bat or anything like that, but just good etiquette on, yeah, like Shock mentioned, the software, knowing what to have on your computer or not. And I had a buddy that he still does this to this day, and it drives me nuts, but he leaves his like computer on with all these games running in the background, like pretty much 24/7, and there's like a lot of little things that add up, I feel like, when it just comes to like having a computer that lasts a long time. Also, I guess a big thing is just doing your research a little bit on like if you're building a custom PC. To make sure it's not like I don't want to say faulty, but there certainly are going to be like I'm getting too into this as Celia tops out here. Okay, and Annie also spawned the what is it called? Squeeze. So you're limited to stacking mostly in the middle. You got to be careful when you overstack, because Squeeze doesn't seem that like that bad of a blitz, right? On face value, but I feel like if you move quickly through Squeeze, you realize you're building up a really high center, and then like if you get another attack like high stakes in the center, you have an even higher center. You got to be careful of overstacking during Squeeze. When you have access to the sides, be sure to stack a bit higher there when you have the option, just so that you can burn the lines. Annie's just showing off now. Yeah, Annie's a very strong player. As anybody that has played against Annie in the ranked matchmaking, which will be live tomorrow, for 24 hours every Saturday, Connective Versus is enabled if you're a new player lurking in here. Yeah, Annie's a tough opponent. Level 14 CPU. Yeah, when it comes to like goofy spins, it helps to understand what's called the super rotation system. Let me get real nerdy here. So the super rotation system, which Tetris Pet Connected use, also called SRS. There's going to be like an animation table of what happens when you rotate the piece, right? And for example, a lot of players don't know this. It actually makes a difference for a lot of pieces whether you rotate left or right upon spawn. So I didn't know this even for a long time, that for example, when you put a long bar to the right, you are going to want to rotate right. When you put a long bar to the left, you're going to want to rotate left to have it make it to the left faster, if that makes sense. So there's like a lot of little quirks with the rotation systems. There are some like sites out there, I think even on harddrop.com or on their wiki. There should be some. Feel free to link something in the chat, Lightrod, Ferox, or whoever, but there should be some sites out there that show the animation table of super rotation system, which kind of help you perceive what's happening. And then kicks is a whole other thing, but yeah, thank you, Lightrod. Ooh, it's a pretty quick double zone. Nice 18 perfections. Look at that, putting some pressure on Annie. But, okay, Numbers not too far from Revival either. Wonder if Numbers can, like, try to escape an attack or something like that here as well. Oh, it looks like Numbers perfectly missed an attack there. So, starting from empty, dodged the unstable blitz. And Annie with a few misdrops. So, team, things are looking up for our team here. And on deck, we are going to have, just because I think we are going to go a little over time today. What do we have on deck? Salil, Knighting, and SB. And then one other player if someone else wants to hop in. Whether it's myself, Ferox, or one of you that are willing to hop into the group of death, 13,000 plus rating. Or if someone from group 3 wants to participate, you're welcome to. There's a fandom SRS page? Dang. Okay, yeah, we can get Grass Pelt in there. Game's quiet when Broken or No Row is live. All the sound effects stop. All right. So Annie managed to put on a lot of pressure here, despite the team having a pretty good intro into this phase. However, the team's not doing bad. Numbers is still pretty low. I guess we just gotta keep an eye out for our middle player here, Celia. Just make sure that they don't top out here. So far, so good. Annie might get all the way down to the bottom, too. Are we about to have, like, a long match? Ooh. That high stakes was rough. Not what we wanted in the middle there. So we have Broken again. So players just waiting it out. Is that effect in the middle? Is that a weird artifact from the zone? We see particles coming out of left and right board. It looks kind of cool though. It's like they're channeling their energy into this revive. Oh man, these are some rough attacks coming in from our Tetramidian, the true final boss. When these like attack sequences hit right, they are devastating. Numbers hasn't been able to do much at all. Any insight on how hard block clears work? So pretty much wherever the hard block is, it's going to leave a block in its wake, or like it's going to leave an artifact after the line clear, wherever the hard block is, right? Does that make sense? So the ways you want to deal with that are, 1, play fast, just work through it, and 2, if you want to try to get as many hard blocks on the same row as possible so that you don't have the wakes left over multiple rows, if that makes sense. So try to clear it within. If you have like 2 long bar hard blocks, don't place them vertically, place them horizontally. Maybe long bars, there might be some counterplay to put it vertically, but typically you want to place those horizontally. GG, yeah, that was a great game. GG. Okay, so we should be good for our final game here. Our final group, rather. Grass Pelt. You can stick around. SP might be running late, but also Knighting. Who am I missing? I'm missing at least a few players. Salil, knighting, SB, grass pelt. GG's. Cannot agree more. Salil's here, grass pelt's here. So knighting and SB make your way to the lobby. If SB is running late, we might play one game without SB. Yeah, GG's, Annie. Thanks for participating. Happy to have you. Crushing it. I just get confused because there are times when it clears that entire line. Like, it is kind of hard to perceive what you're thinking right now with hard blocks are kind of weird like that. But generally, you're not going to want to put your hard blocks in vertically too much. Just try to play it. If you have like a hard block, place it horizontally, if that makes sense. I feel like that's a good tip. Maybe not always the case, but it's just a good rule of thumb. Something I didn't really pick on until somebody brought it up in a recent community showcase. So someone actually from chat taught me how to deal with it. Okay. Here, let me ping knighting and SB. All right. Learn from a streamer, but yeah, it might take a second. Maybe you'll have an aha moment. There's a lot of aha moments when you're learning Tetris, whether it's T-spins or the in-zone battle. There's a lot of aha moments with how the zone works and the garbage meter, stuff like that. Waiting for unstable to override the hard block is an option, but it's unwise. Unstable to override. Oh, well, that'd probably be unique to Tetramidian, right? That's an interesting point. I guess versus Tetramidian, if you get hard block, you could try to wait for the next attack. That would override it, right? I guess if it's in your next queue. All right, where are our group 4 players? We have Salil and Grass Pelt. I could always sub in, or if somebody else wants to sub in for one more round, they're welcome to. Oh, why am I completely blurred out? I'm censored. I need a voice changer, like I'm on a crime series. Oh, there I am. Why did it do that? Okay, I don't know if our players are here. Time is ticking, though. Ferox, you want to play with me? You want to sub in with me? If SP's running late, we could always play a game. I don't know where knighting is. Is knighting around? Should I be boss? Do you want to be boss or team, Ferox? What boss has not been played tonight? Are we thinking Crab? Ares? I think we've had one from every area, which is nice. Aquarius. Okay. Play some Aquarius. I'm on my laptop keyboard right now. Let's do it. Oh, game's not in focus. Alright, so typically, like, when you are playing as a boss, just going for Tetrises is a-okay. You don't need to go too out of the way for T-spins. T-spins are slightly nerfed in Connected Versus, so especially with One Piece preview, I can kind of comfortably play faster with a 9-0 well. It's food for thought. Like, you don't need to go too hard on T-spins or anything for this mode. With that being said, though, if you can mix in T-spins, there is going to be a bonus, and I think that is still probably the most efficient way to play, especially if you get the T-spins in towards the top of the board. Okay, let's wait this out. Oh, that was big attack. Oh no. Held. Four wide. Comboing, I don't think comboing is advised in Connected Versus. Does anybody know how strong combos are as a boss? I feel like it's a no-no. Crushed. Why am I doing this? Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, I misread my piece preview. I thought I had a different... Did I think I had a different piece in hold because of my long bar that was sitting there? I had like a long bar 5 miles up on the left side. I thought I had my long bar in the hold piece. I'm pretty sure I goofed up because of that. I thought I had a long bar there. Well, I need to get demoted, apparently. GG's. Is Knighting back? Let's see. We could retry here. I'll switch it out regardless. Combos are pretty bad at Connected Versus for both sides. Yeah, I thought so. GG. You did get an ulti, yeah, that hit pretty hard. If they are not here yet, you can switch it out, Ferox, if you'd like. And then SB can make their grand entrance. All right, so this time maybe I'll kind of talk from more of a team perspective, as I'll be playing on the team side. Looking like Ferox is going to go Tetramidian here. Smiles from Salil for Tetramidian. Oh, all right, yeah. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I'm feeling thumbs up vibes for Tetramidian. Smile. I could give it a smile, but I'm more of a thumbs up. Ooh. Where's my T-piece? All right. Purple Minos. Purple Minos being magic Minos, so if I place something, if I make my board messy, I can fix it up with my purple Mino there. I will need a magic Mino at some point. Alright, that's a pretty quick 18. Oh, whoops. Squeeze messed me up. Ah! Oh my god, why am I misdropping so much? Oh, something's weird with my control right now. Whoops. So we got the speed blitz. Fortunately, I think our team is capable of dealing with this, so able to kind of bring down the stack. Set up a little T-spin. Oh, T-spin double. All right. Not sure who's the lowest. I think it's Salil. So let's kind of stack up here. Yeah, purple Minos, it kind of allows you to stack how you shouldn't. So if you're not really sure what to do and you know you have some magic Minos on the way, yeah, look at that. So we just kind of stacked real goofy there. And it allows you to stack with speed and not have to overthink it, if that makes sense. Another 18. Stacking too high on my side. All right. Ooh, Pento, my favorite. What's everyone's favorite blitz to play against? I said Pento is my favorite, but actually I think my favorite is Giant Piece, or dealing with Taurus. I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to think if there is another one. pretty sure it's giant piece. Oh god. Alright. We're hanging out. RIP. Am I allowed to cope here a little bit? I have a weird setup right now. I don't know. Something's off my control. Either way, I'm clapping. Ooh, we got twins coming in. It's Grass Pelt and Salil looking to carry me to victory. Should I wait a second? Oh my god. Perhaps trolling me. Alright. Oh, I still missed it. Perfect. Alright, this could be a strong zone. I like our position right here. I'm going to try not to overstack my side too much. I feel like we have a pretty competent team when it comes to setting up for zones, so I'm going to lean into that. See if we can get an ulti here. Actually, my side's not too high already, so... Although... okay. Oh. Oh, I goofed up. Oh man, that was close. I set up the overhang for the square, but then I accidentally used my hold. Either way, we got a pretty good attack there onto Ferox. Now, how do we close this out? We should definitely try to milk this moment here. Oops. Soft drop only, my beloved. I said, what was everyone's favorite blitz to deal with? Or, yeah, what's your least favorite to deal with? It's probably soft drop or... Actually, I don't know what my least favorite to deal with is. You know, while Squeeze is on my board, Squeeze can be rough. I feel like it's very... underrated in strength. Yeah, when giant pieces come from Tetramidian, I feel like it's so much harder to deal with because you're not like ready for it. So my board was like a little uneven. Fortunately, I found an okay solve there and able to bring it down. Feeling pretty good about our team right now. Do I go for the cursed unstable T-spin? Oh, spun it. Okay, let's put my advice to the test here. So we got the 2 hard blocks. See, now yeah. So that could have been worse if we placed that like, not so horizontally. I feel like it would have taken longer to clear. Oh my god. These boss attacks do not want me to perform a T-spin, apparently. Alright, looking good. Oh, I don't know if Ferox forced that top out there, because we were looking pretty good. GG. GG. Smile. I'm gonna smile. All right. So SB and Knighting are here. I think I have time for one game with you guys, if you'd like to throw down. So yeah, I'll get Knighting and SB in here. Okay. And yeah, if you want to participate in future showcases, be sure to join our Discord at discord.gg/enhance. Yeah, where we talk all things Tetris, Res, Luminous, Humanity. And yeah, hang out with us. Join our showcases. Anyone can participate in these. Players of all skill levels are welcome. We tend to group people up based on their skill level. And we're in the top dog lobby now, especially with SB and Knighting joining in. So one more game. Welcome in Retro Gamer 3.0 to the Discord. Welcome in Cypress Shepherd. All right. Paul McVictor, welcome in. And for anybody I just welcomed or talked to for the first time, don't be shy. We do these every Friday. I did mention earlier, next Friday is going to be a special event, so we won't have a community showcase. But yeah, 2024 has been pretty cool for our community showcases. I think we've done something every Friday, so that was a new initiative, and it's cool to see that we've had the same people show up each week. It's cool to have some regulars and whatnot. Hope you all have been enjoying these, and we're open to feedback for what to change in the future too. So yeah, be sure to talk with me in the Discord, and we can evolve this going into next year, as we are officially in November. So you're definitely flew by for me. Nice 17, 115 attack from the team. SB rockin' Leo. Now this team should be able to throw down for some invisible Tetris. Like I was saying earlier, when you have like a certain aspect of speed, or if you are a fast player, you are recognizing the patterns using the next cue to begin with, right? So when you do that often enough, invisible Tetris will be easier to play through, or more not second nature, but less of a deterrent or effect against you. However, when it gets mixed in with high stake, like we just saw now, it can be a little harder to be like, oh shoot, what is the state of my board right now. Oh yeah, I guess in-game suggestions. That's a different. Ooh, SB almost has a full board filled out here. But yeah, I mean, we definitely welcome in-game suggestions. Obviously, as some of you probably noticed, our development speed is very low on this game now. But hey, we don't want to rule anything out for the future of TEC. Okay. This is a pretty quick zone here for Team Knighting Grass Pelt Solil. Could we get a 20? 20? Got the 19. Ooh, I love that Sol for Knighting. Oh my god, that was clean. Clean 20 attack from Knighting Grassfelt Solil. Huffaluffagus, good morning to you. Are you in Japan right now, Huffaluffagus? Huff, was nice seeing you at the my brain is farting right now. At the Cleveland event for Ilthy. That was a moment in time, for sure. Huff, have you been playing any classic events? All right, Knighting set up for this T-spin triple. Didn't quite get the overhang. And the high stakes did not affect the two right columns for Knighting, thankfully. So the T-spin triple is intact. Yeah, the Elthie shirt, we were talking about that earlier. I can't remember why Elthie got brought up. But, yeah, the shirt quality is nice. Did you get the gray shirt with the black Tetraminos? I think you might have got the same one as me, right? I like that shirt. All right, team is schmoving along here. Knighting is well above. They've completed their side. I don't know if Knighting can even. I think that a curb tris is not accessible at this point, but getting a 20 is more than enough. Had the setup for it. Ooh, my goodness. SP doing SP things. Hanging in there. Oh, man. Oh, that T-piece. Oh, no. So, that T-piece was in the back of the bag for SP. SP is one of our best connected versus players. But we have a dream team here as well, so had that ulti in the mix. Also, SB is running Leo, so definitely one of the weaker bosses at the highest level, but SB's trying to make it work here and doing a pretty good job so far. Oh, SB, SB might have overstacked here. He can't. None of the pieces can access. Oh, there's a long bar, but no, SB. Okay, so SB was trying to work with the limited space there, right? Stacking a little aggressive, probably knowing the team and their capabilities. But GG, not making Leo work this time around. maybe next time, SB. So nice job to our team, and thanks for making it out. To everyone who joined tonight, sorry I only got one game in for Knighting an SB, but it is what it is. We'll have more of these for sure. We are not starting soon. We are ending soon. But thank you all for hanging out tonight. What's the room code? There is no longer a room. Here's a room code, actually, if you want to see the room code. There it is. Good luck. Actually, I'll show it for 1 second. 1 second. Bam. T6T9. GG. Everyone, you can join the lobby now. All of our bad faith actors, hop in here. Cool. So, to mention again, next week there is no showcase, but we'll have some other event that Friday, so we'll share that in the Discord. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in. That was another fun round of Connected Versus. When we do resume community showcases, it should be Zone Battle. But yeah, more on next Friday's event next week. Should I provide a hint? No hints. We'll figure it out. Look forward to the mystery event. And yeah. Oh yeah, tomorrow is a hangout on our Discord. Full Moon hangout. So if you're looking to play with other Full Moon players during the 24-hour event or the weekend ritual, be sure to join our Discord. Feel free to hop in voice chat. It's usually a good vibe. Play some versus, hop in ranked or friendly matches, play some single player, do whatever. But we're all just hanging out in the community Discord. So that Discord is discord.gg/enhance, and I will see you there. I am traveling tomorrow. I'll be flying. I should be back at my apartment by then, but I might not be. Either way, I'll probably stop in for a little bit. Cool. I think that's it. So thank you all for tuning in. Until next time. I'm gonna throw a raid somewhere here on Twitch. Goodbye, YouTube. Early goodbye to YouTube. Goodbye, Twitter/X. Goodbye, X. All right, is there anybody online to raid on Twitch? Classic Tetris is the go-to, as they are our broadcasting partner for tournaments and such. There's a Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 event. That could be fun to watch. Maybe a little mix-up there. We had an event alongside them for Block Party. So let's raid Edge TE. The TE might stand for Tetris Effect. Is Wumbo on? I don't think Wumbo's on. Oh, he's playing Mahjong. Okay. Let's see what's going on in PPT land. I do like Puyo Puyo Tetris, so. Bit of a mix-up. And yeah, Edge also runs Tetris Effect connected events through, I believe they're doing what's called a Galactic right now. I think sign-up's already closed, but there will be some Tetris Effect connected content coming out of Edge, so be sure to give them a follow, and there's going to be some high-level zone battle there. So see you all. Yes, Dr. Mario World Championship, I will be there, actually. It's in Columbus, so. Yeah, that's going on this weekend as well. Oh, is that live right now? Either way, yeah, Dr. Mario Championship, I'll probably be on their stream at some point. So I will see you all. Have a good night.